What is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing, and today, as the title suggests, this is going to be your guide to 4-3-3 defend formation. And as always, we are going to discuss what kind of playstyle is suitable for this formation, what kind of players do you need for this formation, what kind of skill boost should you give to those players, and what kind of players should be on the bench for this formation. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video and start this formation guide. So first things first, let's talk about the defense and discuss what kind of defenders should you have for this formation. So since this is a very defensive formation, you already have two CDMs in your midfield which help you a lot in the defending department. I think it doesn't really matter what kind of fullbacks you have. Even if you have attacking fullbacks, I think this formation can work well in case your CDMs have good pace. Because in case your fullbacks are completely attacking and they go forward a lot, then when you are facing an attack and your fullback is out of position, your CDM will have to do the defending job, and he is only going to be able to do that properly if he has a decent pace. Because you need your CDMs to track back and cover the spaces left by your fullbacks. So high medium work rates can work for your fullbacks, but I think high work rates would be more ideal. And if you want to play more defensive and go with medium high or low high work rates, then I think it is also fine, because this game is not like real life football where your fullbacks actually make huge contributions in the attack. So I think fullbacks with high work rates or high medium work rates can work well for this formation. For your center backs, I think you can go with a higher line and try some center backs with medium or medium low work rates too, but I think at least one of your center backs should be either medium high or low high. So that would wrap up the defending department. I'm trying to speed run this to not drag this video too long, because my previous two videos were pretty long, I think, and that is why I am trying to give you guys some really useful knowledge, but try to keep this video short as well. Now let's talk about the midfield department, and this is extremely important because many people get this wrong so badly. Because normally you would think the job of a CDM is just to defend for your squad, but guys, this is not how positions work. In this formation, you can see there are two CDMs, but you have to look at their positions as well. They are wider apart, and then you have a CM in between them who has the job to control the entire midfield and also provide some really important passes to your midfield. It's your CM kind of acts like a cam in this formation. So if you want to go with a cam for this CM position, I think there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, because you already have two CDMs. And now coming towards the CDMs, as you can see, they are really wider apart, and you would think that your CDM is just going to lay back in that spot and defend for your team. But that is not how the CDM works in this formation, because even if your CDM has medium high or low high work rates, he is still going to be in that position where you would feel like you are playing with a CM rather than a CDM. And why is that? Because this is how CDMs work in this formation. Now I'm going to give you guys an example. Let's suppose that I put Mascherano in that striker position. What do you guys think Mascherano is going to do? Is he going to completely leave his spot and come down to this point and start defending for your squad because he has low high work rates? Because if you look at his work rates and see that he has low attacking work rates, you would think that he's not going to stay in that striker position because he has low attacking work rates, so he's not going to attack at all. But this is not how work rates work, because a player's work rates are in effect either you are the one attacking or you are the one defending. If you are the one attacking, then a player with low attacking work rates will not make runs, he will not get in the attacking positions, but he is still going to stay in his position, whether he is in the CDM position or he is in the striker position. And that is basically how the work rates work in this game. So your CDMs, even if they're not going much forward in the attack, they are still in that sort of a position. This is the exact structure you have in the 4-3-3 attack too. You have a central player that is attacking, and then you have two wider central mids. So structure-wise, both of your CDMs are acting like center mids, and since they are in the wider positions, you are still vulnerable to conceding from the middle. And unlike 4-3-3 holding formation, where your CDM is actually playing right in front of your center backs, you really have a lot of security. But that is not the case in this formation, because your CM doesn't drop too deep and you are very vulnerable to conceding from the middle, and that is why I suggested to go with some players with medium or medium low work rates, because you want your backline to be a little bit higher. And since your CDMs have to play on the wider side of the pitch, you can't really go with full defensive CDMs, and that is a bit hypocritical of this formation, because the whole purpose of CDMs is to defend properly, and the fact that going with fully defensive CDMs is going to hurt your attack is really a bummer about this formation, and you have to choose your CDMs accordingly. For the CM position, I think you must go with an attacking CM, or as I said before, you can even use a deep line playmaker cam for this formation, because other than that, you don't have much support to give to your attackers. And for the attack, I think your striker must be a completely versatile player, and for your wingers, I think you have two options. You can either choose pure wingers, and the second option would be using strikers in those left winger and right winger position, even if they are not super good with their dribbling. And why is that? Basically, it's because your striker is the only decent attacking option you have. If you go with some pure wingers whose main strengths are about pace and dribbling, I think you are going to have a lot of trouble scoring, because if your wingers don't have decent shooting, I think you are going to struggle when it comes to scoring, because you don't have any other attacking options other than your striker and your wingers. So I would suggest you guys to use strikers instead of pure wingers for this formation if you can. Lastly, let's talk about what you need on the bench for this formation. Unlike my other substitute suggestions, I don't think you need a center back for this formation, because you already have a lot of defensive options going on, and I don't even think you need a CDM replacement on the bench, because your CDMs don't get tired much. The CDMs normally have a lot of stamina, and they don't really get tired that easily, and they can last about a whole match. For your CM, I think you should have a replacement in either a form of another CM or a cam, because your CM does a lot of running and he gets tired quite easily. So you need a replacement for that too. And in case you don't have any other option but to use pure wingers for this formation, if you can, I think you should have a striker on the bench too, that you can replace with your wingers in case you are struggling to finish off your chances with the wingers. So this was your guide to 4-3-3 defend formation. I hope you guys found this video entertaining as well as insightful. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow me on my social media and join my Discord server. I will see you guys in the next video.